Hey, it's Dan from Laser Toys, and it's time to put some lights on the Skat Rat. We're going to give you an idea of how to do all this and hopefully get you into night flying and extending your flight hours in the evening. Getting you out there with some lighted planes. Alright, I'll have a little video on how to solder a connector on here and things like that, but with the Skat Rat, you basically have 3 layers. Okay, so this is the top layer that goes right on here. This is the fuselage and wing, or the wingalage, and these go together in layers. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some lights, we're going to put them face down so that they light up toward the bottom of the plane, and they will take the white material here all the way through the 3 layers and just light it up so it glows. So not to really blind you, but make it easy to see when you're flying. So we can take this whole top piece and put the lights on here facing up, and then when we glue this onto the wingalage, we're going to have lights that shine down. It will also light up the top layer, just through the light transferring through the outside of it. Alright, so I'm going to have purple right here. Then I'm going to have some yellow. We're going to put yellow right on the inside here and stop it about right there. So I'm going to take 2 pieces the same length, put one on each side. I want it kind of symmetrical. Now if you have like a wedge type airplane, you don't really have to worry too much about right and left. You should up and down or bottom and top is probably harder to see than the up and down or left and right orientation. So this should do pretty good. We'll basically have an arrow in the air, and I'm going to peel the backing off of here. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to place this down. Now I have to keep in mind I have a plus and a minus here. So I'm going to make it so this is easier to wire. Alright, I'm going to make it even with that. I'm going to take this all the way toward the front. Okay. I'm going to stick this all down very nicely. Do the other side. Alright, I have a strip of red LEDs. I'm going to stick right behind here. And try to center that. Alright, now what we want to do is try to just have a couple wires going back up to the connector, the balance connector. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 of these wires and I'm going to solder it to this strip so we can take 12 volts off of there. Probably going to take 2 wires here, connect it over to here, and then go down and connect these 2 together on this side. So I'm going to cut these off so that we can solder them here, solder them there. Then I'm going to come off of here, solder there, solder back here. Then this end is where we're going to feed the power in. We can do it either way. We can do it from either side because all this will be connected in one circuit. So I'll probably speed this up while I'm doing it, and you can just watch what's happening here. Alright, so alright, here's our power where it's going to come in, right there, those wires. And then we've got a little tap in there, which goes over to that light. And then we've got one there, which goes over to that light. Alright. Then from this one, we go over, we tap into there. And then we pull it off and power that light. So we've got all of our lights hooked up. And what I'm going to do, alright, this is that is the wing. I'm going to set this on there, line everything up. Okay, so it's lined up nicely. Alright. Then I'm going to push down everywhere there's lights. What this is going to do is going to leave a little imprint on the other side. Alright. Then this imprint is right here, you can feel it and everything. Alright, I am going to just burn that down a little bit. Now you can do this with almost anything. You can even push it down. But I'm just going to heat it up. Make a little pathway. Make sure I'm on the right pathway. Yeah, where all those little spots are, I'm going to make a little bit of a gap. It doesn't have to be perfect, just don't go all the way through. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to take my fingernail and just push down a little bit more. I know where all those are. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I've already tested these lights. I know they're good. Make sure you test your lights before. And then make sure it all fits down nicely. Okay, everything feels good. We are going to add some glue to the outside of this. Go all the way around. Okay. Okay, and then I'll push this on here. Okay. And line everything up. And squish it down pretty good. Make sure everything gets stuck. Alright. And then I'm going to add my connector and then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to tin these wires with a little bit of solder. Okay. And then I have my connector here that I pulled the two center wires out of. So all I have is the red and the black. I've already tinned those and I already have my shrink tube on the wire. Alright, I am going to solder these wires together. Okay. Alright, then I'm going to slide my shrink tube down and then we're gonna shrink it up here and we should be good. Let's see. Alright, so I don't want to burn anything up here. So let's see if I can get it from the bottom. Alright, that's it. If I can stick them together, I will. Okay, now the battery's going to go in like right there. So I'm thinking it'd be nice to be able to just plug this in over on this side. So what I'll probably do is glue this down so I can just plug it in. and that should work out pretty good. So there we go. Alright, we're going to test the lights here in a second. Shit. I just screwed up totally. Alright, we're going to try this again. Okay, we're going to 10 these wires. Alright, then we are going to obviously. Alright, so I've 10 these wires, got my heat shrink on there, gonna solder those together. Okay. We will shrink those a little bit. We should be able to heat it up in between here. Okay. So let's see. Looking for a place to mount this. Kind of be nice over there. Let's make sure our battery will reach. Let's see. I can have it right here. Kind of wrap it around. Maybe get it a little bit further over there. Maybe like that, huh? Then reach this around. I don't know. Might be better like over here. Yeah, then we can wrap it around, and let's see how that would work. Maybe glue it in right there. Let's try that. Put a little spot in there to tack it for now. Okay, then put our battery in there. And we should be able to bring this around and plug it in. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's see. Let's kill the lights here. And that should look pretty cool. Yep, I'm thinking that. Let's see, I'll tilt this up. So what do you think? There it is. And now, if you look at this side, this would be the top. That looks really nice. Then here's the bottom. It's even brighter. And that would look pretty cool. Fine. So you can see we have an arrow shape. You can kind of tell which way it's going. The top is a lot less bright than the bottom. But you should be able to see that thing. And that's it. You've got lights. We'll finish assembling the plane. And we're done. See ya.